Awesome. All right, guys. Welcome to the April kickoff call. How's everybody doing?
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. That was a good warm-up. But I got a question for you. Is everybody ready? I got a question.
We're ready.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Powerful.
There's Morgan up there. Morgan, show me some of them get team muscles. Come on.
Flex them, baby. Flex them.
There it is. Hey, y'all give it up for Morgan. First cut of get team. Boom. That's a big deal. And give it up for Morgan's team. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I can't tell you how big of a deal it is, but you know, Morgan, you know, all you and her team know. Y'all know what y'all did last month. Okay. And I want all of y'all to take a minute, reach to your left with your right hand and pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. See, I can't reach that far, Alcie. I can only go that far.
All those muscles.
I just did shoulders, so I can't go. Okay, so there's the left pat. Earl, I don't see you doing it.
I did.
Oh, okay, you already. Earl's like, let's move on.
You got to check the recording. You got to check the recording.
Now, one more time on this side with the left hand on the pat yourself on the back. For real, y'all should be proud of yourself. Y'all did an incredible job last month in March. That's the way to put your stamp, put your exclamation point on the first quarter of the year. Today, it's 4/4/2018, April 4th, 2018. It's not April Fool's, okay? This is the first month of the second quarter of the year. For you guys that have been around for a while, you know what that means, okay? For you guys that have been working the first 90 days of the year, you know what that means. This is a momentum business. Remember that. This is a momentum business. If you understand, it's like science. It's like the law of gravity. If you understand momentum and the law of momentum or the laws of momentum, then you understand this whole business. Okay, and momentum works in cycles. You have to establish it. It's 3 stages. You have to establish momentum. You have to sustain momentum. Sustaining it means keeping it stable, solid. And then the 3rd stage is advancing momentum. And in the advancing stage of momentum is where checks start doubling and tripling and ranks are popping. And it's like the snowball effect. You roll it, you roll it, you roll it, you roll it down the hill, and then it gets so big and so heavy it gets out of control, and then it takes on a life of its own. You can't stop the snowball if you wanted to, or if you tried to stop it, you'd get sucked up in it and you'd be rolling with it. That's when you're advancing momentum. Okay, in each stage of momentum, okay, takes about 90 days of consistent work, game plan, plan of action, a calculated plan of action. I like to call it, everybody calls it 9-day plan or put a plan of action together. I like to call it a calculated plan of action. You guys, doesn't that make sense? Calculation. If I do this, if I do A, B, and C, then worst case, I'm going to get X, Y, and Z. You can have best, average, and worst case scenario. Best case is this going to happen. Average case, this going to happen. Worst case, this will happen. That way you're calculating your, it's not like risk management, but it's like business management. You know what you're going to get for the effort that you put in. You guys got me? And that's how you create a concrete vision about where you're going, and then you're more willing to pay the price. You're more willing to put in the hours, stay up later, get up earlier, take more products, talk to more people, grind it out, do whatever you got to do, because you got a clear picture of the end result. Best, average, and worst case scenario. You guys got me? So anyway, consistency. 90 days of consistent, calculated plan of action work. It's not just 90 days of being an Herbalife. You guys got me. There's a difference in signing up. And by the way, whenever we teach, y'all, this is just a little reminder, whenever we teach or whenever you teach or whenever you're taught or at an STS or leadership weekend or whatever, we're always teaching not just for you, but this is for you to teach your people. And by the way, teaching through example. Sometimes you're not going to be like teaching in a forum like this, like student class or mentoring teaching, but the best way to teach is through example, leading by example. Best way to teach is say, well, this is what I did, and this is what he did, and this is what she did, and if you do the same thing, you'll get the same result. You guys got me? That's the best way to teach. So whenever you're being taught, like as the student that y'all are in right now, this is not just information for you, but this is information that you end up inadvertently sharing with your downline at some point. There's the right place and right time. You don't need to share the 3 stages of momentum when you're at the gym doing dance class. There's a right place and a right time to teach your people, but this is not just to be taught to you. These are things that will build your business for a lifetime. If you ever get somebody that's like struggling and they signed up 4 months ago and they're like, it just ain't happening. Nobody's getting on the products and I hadn't signed up anybody yet. Well, maybe you can sit them down and explain to that person that just because you signed up 4 months ago, that you have not completed a 90-day cycle of consistent work. You just signed up 4 months ago, meaning you hadn't done nothing. Now, of course, you don't want to say that to that person because it'll hurt their feelings, but this is a teaching session here, okay? So the big thing is there's a difference in signing up and then 90 days later, where's all the magic? Because the common ingredient is work. Okay, I got a thing over here. I'll show this for the new people. Some of y'all that have been around for a while have already seen this, but that's Mark Hughes. Does that show up the right way? It's backwards on mine. Does that show up? Can y'all read that? Nod your head if you can.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, because it's backwards on mine, but it shows up the correct way?
It's good.
Okay, so to make money, you have to do an unbelievable thing called work. So you got to work. So 90 days, 90 days, 90 days. It takes 90 days of consistent work to build up momentum, another 90 days of consistent work to sustain the momentum and keep it solid, build it on rock, not sand. That way, the first time that a wind blows, it doesn't all crumble. And then the third stage is advancing, and that's when checks can pop, and that's when you can start really getting what you came here for, the big money. Who wants the big money? Raise your hand. Raise 2 hands. Put your flex, get some blood in the muscles. Good, good. You want the big money? Well, guess what? You got to go through the first 2. Oh, look at him. Oh, now you're going to pull your sleeves up like that. You're going to pull your sleeve. Oh, okay. All right. Now we're pulling our sleeves up. Now, if we keep going, shirts will come off. Exactly. Okay. So the bottom line is to get the big money, you got to be willing to go through the first 2 stages of momentum, consistent work. And for some of y'all that are doing the work, y'all already know that it doesn't really feel like work. The only time it really feels like work is if you're hungry and you're tired and you hadn't slept much and you just like need to go get some fresh air for a minute and go get a good meal, and come back to the table refreshed. That's the only time it really feels like work, okay? But really, it doesn't really feel like work when you're on the mission. If you're on a mission with a mission state mentality, you got a different energy inside you, don't you? You got the vision, you got the belief, you got the magic, you got the mojo, you got the magic dust that you're sprinkling on people. Like Mark Hughes said, everybody that comes within 5-10 feet of you, you're sprinkling the magic dust, you put the whammy on them. It's fun because you're on a mission, right? It's fun, it's empowering, it's exciting, especially when you got momentum on your side. And many of y'all got momentum on your side. And Mark Hughes says there's 2 times to work hard. Y'all write this down. There's 2 times you really want to work hard. That's when you're establishing momentum, to establish it, to get it on your side. You got to get momentum on your side, right? And then once you got momentum, that's when you put your foot on the floor, put your foot on the gas, and you don't let up. Once you have momentum, that's what you worked for. Because now put your foot on the floor, put your foot on the gas, don't let up so you can get to that 3rd stage. So you can get the fruits. So you can get those doubles and triples and quadruples in your check, in your monthly income. Guys, that's where you can go from 2 and 3 grand a month in income to 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 grand and 15 grand a month in income, and even 20 grand in income a month when we're talking about advancing momentum. When you got some leaders on your team that all of a sudden start blowing up and shining, and they get the vision, and then they got new blood coming in, new exciting fresh blood coming in, and then they get the vision. And then it's like dominoes, man. It's like dominoes. It's like you got the Midas touch. Everything you touch, boom. Everybody's saying yes. Everybody's saying yes. It feels like it. You know what I'm saying? Why would they? Why would they say no? Okay? Everybody's saying yes when you got momentum on your side, when you got that positive flow on your side. You guys feel me? Okay? So that's what we're going for here. So April, May, and June, you want to put your foot on the floor, put your foot on the gas, slam it through the floor, and don't let up. Don't let up. You pat yourself on the back for a great first quarter. You be proud of yourself. You be proud of your team members, right? But guess what? You go take a deep breath and have a good celebration dinner. Maybe you've already done it. Maybe you haven't, whatever. But now's the time to go. It's called go time. Because what do we have in a little more than 90 days from now? In about 100 days, 120
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza. Exactly. Let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to picture this for a minute. You know the best way to teach is in story form, right? I want y'all to envision this just for a minute. Any of you, okay? No matter if you started yesterday, a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, or 2 years ago. It doesn't matter where you started. But imagine if you, or I shouldn't say if, but when you really digest what we're talking about right now, you metabolize it, you become it, you implement it, you execute it for 100 days. 100 days. And that'll put us into, basically 100 days will put us where? Into July. It'll be like July 14th or something like that. 90 days basically be July 4th, somewhere around there. 100 days, July 14th, and then we'll be about a week or 10 days away from the extravaganza, something like that. So imagine for the next 100 days, no matter if you're brand new or if you've been around 2 years, that you put your foot on the gas and you put your foot on the floor, and maybe you have to reprioritize some things in your life. Doesn't mean they're not priority. They're in a different order on the priority list, and a few things have jumped ahead of it on priority. And you work with a vision and a passion and an energy like you've never had before, with new customers and new preferred members and new distributors, and casting the vision and working on your personal development and your energy. What comes from the heart goes into the heart. You do this, right? And you do your little, whatever you want to call them, your little vision meditation sessions at night when you lay your head on the pillow, and you think, and you get so deep into the type of people that you want in your life and in your business, all the way from customers to distributors to supervisors to world team members to get team members, the type of group, the team that you want to build, the type of people that you want to attract. Maybe you've already got some of them. Maybe you already attracted some of them. But I'm mainly talking fresh, new people that you might not have even met yet. Some of the people just now joining your challenge, some of the people just now coming to your fitness classes or weight loss classes or whatever you're doing to get your new people. Some of your newest customers that are sampling the new Ziploc bag trial pack, and they're going to get their life changed on that, and then they'll be sitting in the seats at the extravaganza. They don't know it right now. You don't know it right now, but you're vibrating on it every night before you go to bed. You're thinking about these type of people. You're thinking about them. You're thinking about them. And the more you think about it every night and every morning, when you're just close your eyes. And I'm saying spend 10 minutes, spend 15 minutes, not 2 minutes. I mean, you got to get the real energy flowing inside up in here. And then where it starts going down in your body, where you feel the organization that you're building, in the people and the friendships and the relationships. You guys feel me? You guys understand what I'm talking about? So you start doing stuff like that. And then, of course, working on your personal development, Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes, watching those videos all the time, feeding your brain. Remember, this nutrition for the body, but you also need the nutrition for the mind. You got to keep your mind right. That way, when you're talking to people, you be sounding like Mark Hughes and you be sounding like Jim Rohn. See, these people never met Mark Hughes and Jim Rohn before. They never heard from Mark Hughes and Jim Rohn. You're the Mark Hughes and you're the Jim Rohn. You start putting the whammy on people. You start spitting some of that verbiage out on people. They don't know that you're like imitating. You ain't imitating. It's you. But you have become that philosophy. You understand? You do that for 100 days. Let me tell you something. You'll have new people sitting in the stands that you haven't even met yet, or maybe they just signed up as a customer yesterday or getting on a trial pack tomorrow, whatever. I'm not saying forget about the people that you got in the last 90 days either. You've got a pool of fish from there too. But for the vision that we're casting here, I'm talking about giving you guys reasons of plenty to work like you've never worked, focus like you've never focused, get distractions out of the way like you've never gotten them out of the way in your life before, reprioritizing some things. You always got to reprioritize, okay? And analyze and, you know, see where you're at, celebrate, fine-tune, celebrate, fix it, adjust it, you know? You always got to do those little mid-course corrections. But I'm telling you, you do this stuff and you do this stuff consistently, guess what? You'll have new people sitting in the stands. Some people have 5 new people sitting in the stands. Some people have 7. Some people have 12. Some people have 20. You can have 25 new people sitting in the extravaganza. You can. Remember this, everybody. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, finish the sentence. You're right. There's not a person on here that couldn't have 25 people at the extravaganza. Sharon, you can. Morgan, you can. Amanda, you can. Raquel, you can. Terrence, you can. Brandon, you can. Earl, you can. Celeste, you can. Sam, you can. Every single one of you can. Whoever's on that galaxy down there, you can. Ren, you can. Every single one of you can have 25. If you want it bad enough, and if you say you're going to do it, and if you say you can, you can. If you say you can't, you can't. If you quit before you start, then you're already dead. We got 100 days to change your life. I'll give you a little scenario here. If the company was going to pay you $1 million bonus at the extravaganza on stage in front of 40,000 people, and give you the gold Herbalife medal with the leaf on it and diamonds shining and $1 million bonus on stage, and all you had to do from now until the extravaganza is get 25 new people to the extravaganza. The question is, what would you do in the next 100 days? And the question is, how many people would you have at the extravaganza? Get it down in your notes. I'm telling you, if y'all go with a scenario like that and buy into a scenario like that, it could change your life. It change your business forever. Y'all come off mute for a minute. Some of y'all come off mute. Alcy, Brandon, Earl, Sam, Morgan, any of y'all, Sharon, any of you. I want to hear, unless you got noise. Unless you got noise. Yeah, exactly. Like, right, that's why.
Unless you're having a party.
So check this out. If you were going to get $1 million bonus on stage, how many of y'all would have 25 people there? Raise your hand.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're not going to sit here and trip tonight on how am I going to get them? How am I going to get them? You ain't going to be all like that right now or later. What you're going to do is the second that we get off this video conference, you're going to start dialing for dollars. Dialing for dollars. That's what we used to call it. Dialing for dollars. Hey, I got something I want to share with you. Texting for dollars, messaging for dollars, DMing for dollars, whatever. Getting in contact with people. You got to try it. You know, that doesn't mean you're going to go get 25 people tonight that get an extravaganza ticket, but I'm saying you're going to build that pool to fish from. Yeah. So by golly, at the end of July, when the lights go down at the extravaganza, you'll look around at you in those seats. Actually, you'll be up in VIP, so you'll look back in the seats where they're sitting, and you'll have your 25.
Yes, sir.
For your $1 million bonus. What if y'all treated your Herbalife business that way? What if you treated the next 100 days like that? Then all your dreams will come true if you treat them like that. In business, play tricks on yourself. You got to play tricks on yourself a little bit to trick your mind and trick your heart and your soul into paying the price to go do the do. To go do the do. Do what is necessary to get you where you want to go and to get you there fast. I mean, the question is, you want to go fast or slow? If you want to go fast, you trick yourself. You play little mental games and scenarios to get yourself worked up enough to go pay the price. If you want to go slow, then don't do anything that I'm saying. You want to go fast, trick your brain. Because then your brain will tell your heart what to do. You buy into this stuff, I'm telling you, you change your life forever. You snap your fingers, 100 days goes by, 110 days worth of extravaganza, you look around, you got 25 screaming people at the extravaganza. And now here's the thing, not only you get your $1 million bonus in that scenario, but here's where the real $1 million comes from. 3-4 years, 3-4 of them get on the president's team. Those people that went to the Houston extravaganza that were new, that you got between April 4th and July 14th, 100 days. You guys got me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
How would you work? Who would you be? What are the type of things you would do? Who would you show up as on a daily basis if you could look into the crystal ball and say, if I do A, B, and C, and if I get 25 people to the extravaganza, 3 or 4 of them are going to become president's team. I see it in the crystal ball, and I see them getting pinned, and that's like definite. Like you're looking you see the future. It's 2021, 2022. They're getting president's team. You got 3 or 4 diamonds underneath you. And all you had to do is pedal to the metal, meditate on it 10 minutes at night, 10 minutes in the morning. Think about those people. What goes from the heart comes from the heart, goes into the heart on purpose every single day, working on your personal development, working on your product results, working on getting new customers, working on building that pool. I mean, like focus and blinders on like you've never had in your entire life the next 100 days. The question is, would it be worth it, and would you do it?
Yes.
Would you do it? Would the next 100 days look different than the last 100 days?
Yes.
Would you be more powerful the next 100 days than you were in the last 100 days? Would you be qualifying for VIP and all the goodies in the VIP life differently in the next 100 days than you did in the last 100 days? Yes, you would, because your mindset is different, and your belief is different, and your vision is different, and things that are coming out of your soul and your body and your mouth is different. Because you feel different, because you got a clear vision. You've already seen your future. You already seen what's going to happen as a result of what you're going to do the next 100 days. See, that's the only difference, ladies and gentlemen, is people don't have a clear vision of it. And then they lose they lose their energy. They lose their drive. You will not lose your energy. You will not lose your drive. You will not lose your purpose. You won't lose any of that energy that you need to harness if you're crystal clear on what's going to happen as a result of the work that you do. You put butts in that extravaganza. Yes.
Let's go.
You fill those seats at the extravaganza. Hey, what if you get the long-haired 22-year-old and he's the next Enrique Carrillo? You know what I'm saying? I mean, who knew that 6 years ago, Jorge and Disney, bartenders, Hooters, really? Now they have the #1 royalty in the world outside of chairmans and founders. In terms of presidents, team members, #1 royalty in the world 6 years later. You guys got me? 6 years ago. Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Think about 6 years ago. That was 2012. So essentially in 2010, somebody hadn't signed them up yet. 2011, they weren't at that extravaganza because they hadn't signed up yet. 2012, they signed up, come to extravaganza, and then 6 years later, boom, snap your fingers, boom. Now keep in mind, y'all keep in mind. Now I posted that thing on NCL today. Did y'all see the little video about Pay Me? Her actual name is, we call her, as Americans, I call her Pay Me, but her real name is Paimi. That's how you pronounce her name, Dominican. I mean, she's underneath Jorge and Disney signed up Alan and Fabi, and Fabi is Paimi's cousin. And Fabi signed up Paimi. Now, Alan and Fabi just got their first cut of $90K royalties. That's 1.8 million royalty points. Remember, the dollar is higher than the royalty points. But 90K is 1.8 million in their first 3 levels. That's under Jorge and Disney. Now, Paimi, she just got her third cut of 40K, which is 800,000 points. It's more in dollars. It's more like $900,000 in business in her first 3 levels. Of course, it's more on the 4th and 5th and 6th, but the royalty points are 3 levels deep. But on her third cut of 40, she got her second cut of 50, and her first cut of 60. So what's 60? 1.2 million points in her first 3 levels. And this girl started 4 years ago. She's like 29 or 28. And now she signed up her fiance, Johan. And Johan just hit his third cut of 15K, but got his first cut of 20K. Really? I mean, we can keep going on and on and on. But the thing is when we say that Jorge and Disney have the #1 royalty in the world, keep in mind they got people in the organization that also are right on their coattails, making $150,000 a month, and $120,000 a month, and $80,000 a month, and $50,000 a month, and $70,000 a month, and $30,000 a month, and $10,000 a month. They just got the new guy, can't remember his name. He used to be the singer of Menudo. Remember he sang at the extravaganza? Can't remember his name. They're worldwide health coaches or something like that is their Instagram name. But they just got their first cut of President's Team. So that's Jorge and Disney's 5th diamond.
Don't play with your brush, please.
You guys got me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The reason that I'm telling you all, why am I telling you all this stuff?
To know it's possible.
Yeah, because it's happening right in front of us. It's happening right in front of us. It's happening right in front of us. But in 2011, it hadn't happened yet. Not with them. It happened to other people. It happened to the Oklahoma group. It was already happening for Enrique. You follow me? So there's always these new superstars. So what I'm saying is not only are you one of the new superstars. You're already one of the new, not you're gonna be, you're already, Alcee, one of the new superstars. Earl, you're already one of the new superstars. Sam, Brandon, Morgan, all of you. Terrence, you're already one of the new superstars in the company. You just hadn't been in long enough. That's all. These people just got more time in the game, okay? But you implement some of what I'm talking about, or all of what I'm talking about in the next 100 days, you can set yourself up for life. You can set yourself up for life. Y'all know who Trey Herron is? Trey Herron from Mississippi? He got on the millionaire team when he was 19, but his father, Bill Herron, was a legend in the company. He passed away a few years ago, but Bill Herron got to the president's team in like 7 months. 7 months. He worked like he's never worked before for 7 months, and it set him up for life. Set him up for life. The work that he did for 7 months. Now, he didn't stop working because in Herbalife, you know, it's kind of like a passion and whatever, but he definitely didn't have to work like he worked the first 7 months anymore. Because what he built in the first 7 months built his entire organization. You guys got me? You guys understand what I'm talking about? So I'm saying do that for the next 100 days. Do that for the next 100 days with vision and purpose and passion and belief and blinders and focus like you've never had before, and meditate on it. You know, close your eyes and really envision the business, the team, the people, the relationships that you want. And you will start attracting them into your life and into your business. I see a couple people with their hands raised. Earl raised their hand, and I see Brandon raise your hand. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
Hey, Glenn, thank you so much for sending those posts about Jaime and Disney Jorge, these 100K cuts, things like that. And I went through a serious vision adjustment. And for the first time, I realized when I was seeing those posts, I was shaking my head like, wow. And I came to a realization. It's like, and when I did that, that part of me was like, wow, that is so ridiculous. That's and I realized my subconscious was thinking like, that's not possible. That's just so way out there. And then I made a decision. I looked at these kids, and I met Disney and Jorge at Extravaganza for dinner. Well, intruded on their dinner, whatever you want to call it. The point is, we got some sit down. The point is, I know God put me there for a reason. So I got some sit down time with them, and just looking at these kids, and like, you know, they're no different than. And at that time, they were quote unquote only 70K.
All right.
Only 70K at that time. But when I was seeing that, I realized I needed to accept and receive that too. I needed to accept and receive that too, because there's nothing no different. And then let's talk business real quick. And I was kind of thinking subconsciously prior to that, when I was thinking like, oh, 100K is so much. I'm like, these kids haven't saturated the market in Herbalife. They haven't, right? There's so much more room for all of us to hit that level if we choose to hit that level. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm at the gym and people tell me, well, Earl, you got everybody at the gym on Herbalife. Not really. I got most the people that's in Herbalife that's at the gym in my area, they're on my team, or Glenn's team too, of course. But the thing is, it's not saturated. It's still enough for everybody. There's still enough for everybody. So around this globe, what Mark Hughes talked about was that just like somebody comes to your house to get some coffee. Everybody might not drink coffee, but because people come to your house and you don't want to be rude and you want to be a good host, you will just have coffee in your house. We haven't reached that point yet with Herbalife. Let that sink in. We haven't reached that point yet. And people are still hitting new levels in this company after 38 years. So for everybody on this call, it's possible. And I just made a decision that me too. It's not hype. This is just a realization that I made for myself and my family. I wrote down what you just said, Glenn. You said 100 days. I can set my family up. And anytime I take your word on something, my life changed. And I just accepted that. And it's going to be another ride. Let's go.
Exactly. What was it the other day? Oh, I know what it was. And by the way, make sure that we, before we get off the call tonight, that we recognize anybody else that needs to be recognized for DAP. I know Sharon down there got her first cut of active supervisor. There's a lot of people on the call that need to be recognized, as well as Morgan. So I want to make sure that those get recognized. But you said the other day, you texted me, you go, "Oh my God, Glenn, you were right." What was that about? Wasn't that when you had that business meeting?
Oh,
you go, "Oh my God, you're right about the environment." Wow.
Yes, you told me. I don't remember. It was I was literally telling CJ about this. CJ and I was together, and I said it was the champions dinner that we had, and we sat down and you took us to the Omni. I want to share this with everybody because this could change a lot of businesses on this call. I don't want to be selfish about this. So Glenn sat down. We were at the Omni Hotel. We're at the store. A lot of you follow my Instagram. You see me doing. I became big on environment. Ever since we're not at Frisco Fit Nutrition. Frisco Fit Nutrition used to be my environment. So I used to sign up people. I made sure, just like when Glenn got me, he signed me up. Earl, come have a shake. I like, Glenn, let's go meet somewhere. No, you come to my club, come have a shake on my turf where everything is surrounded with Herbalife. Everything was about that. And I figured that out. And that increases your winning ratio. It really does. So since we made an adjustment and we're doing different things now, we have access to this Frisco area and this beautiful luxurious hotel. And Glenn was telling me stories about how he was in Europe and how he would go to these different lobbies, these nice lobbies, and just maybe he'll order some water or a few, some drinks or something like that, and just tip the bartender or something like that. But sit down in this nice environment, talking to the person across from him, and get them signed up. Right. And so Renita, I was trying to get Renita to come see me at Cowboys Fit. And I was telling Renita that, hey, just come on by. She said she wanted some face-to-face time. I said, Ren, my subconscious was to get her in the right environment. Then after that, it duplicated. We sat down with Glenn and we were talking about, all we were talking about was strategy that night. Some of you probably seen a little post about it. All we talked about is strategy that night. And I was telling Renita, I said, look, you notice how it's different how we think. It's different how we communicate. It's different how we see things compared to other people. And she was like, yeah, absolutely. I said, well, it's important. That's environment. And Glenn was saying, all day, you need to get people in this hotel, let them see, let them get a feeling. They'll get the walls coming down when they're in this amazing environment. And I was just like, wow. So we did that, and Renita took hold of that quick. So next thing I know, Renita's like, hey, Earl, I got somebody. And this girl, let's tell you about this girl real quick. I got to brag about it, Renita. So let's tell you about this girl real quick. So we pull up, Glenn. And so we thinking she's trying to find parking, right? This girl said, oh, no, I just got valet, So I just got valet. So, and the reason why that's important is because we started visualizing the kind of, because we talked about this, Glenn. We talking about the kind of people. This is important for everybody.
Yeah.
Me and Ren started thinking and talking about the kind of people we want in our organization. We didn't want people that's struggling. I got to think about it for $94 and all that kind of stuff. But that's aggravating. Oh, I got to think about it to go to extravaganza. That's a headache. So like we started visualizing the type of people that were in our organization. All of a sudden, boom, Renita started attracting these entrepreneurs. Same thing happened to CJ too. CJ started attracting all these people. Like CJ attracted, at least 3 new distributors last week or something like that. And all these girls have been coming to these AMP fitness classes that we're doing. Oh, I got all these people that want to see the business. I got all these people that want to see it. It's all at the AMP fitness. It's environment at the Frisco spot, at the Omni Hotel's environment. And I was saying, Glenn, oh my God, you were right. Like, and because all these people been signing up, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, CJ first cut. Next thing you know, Renita had sat down with Glenn, and she went from qualified producer supervisors. It was like within a week or something. And environment, you know, I mean, with hard work, of course, but the environment, like, it's the exponential level of it. And I was just telling Glenn, like, man, you were right. And I was telling CJ and Renita, like, hey, we just need to speed this up. Like, that's it. Let's just do more of it.
And for you guys that don't know, it's not just the Omni, but it's the Star, where it's the Jerry Jones complex, where Cowboys Fit is, where the Dallas Cowboys training camp is. You got the field outside. You got the big monster, a big screen that's always playing outside. So and restaurants and all this stuff. So the environment is really, really, really nice. And so I had explained to Earl before, you know, if you're having business conversations and stuff like that, and you need a place, get them on a good environment where they're feeling good, you know, and the seats are nice and the environment is nice, because it does affect your mood. Lighting affects your mood. Environment affects your mood. Background music affects the mood. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that was just the concept, and so I'm glad that's working for you guys.
I want to say something about what Louisiana's doing, because I grew up in Louisiana. So because it's the same thing what they're doing. That's why they're so successful, right? So they don't have the quote unquote Omni, but LC and Morgan became the Omni. Right, Zarita become the Omni and all that kind of stuff. They've created, you know, the good nutrition, the thing they got going on, and wherever they go, they say, you know what, yo, we're the luxury hotel, so you need to sit down with us and be around us. When people see Elsie on, I mean, Glenn was, matter of fact, Elsie, I got to commend you on this, man. Like on Instagram, you're on the discover mode. Like, remember that gun I was pulling up my phone, and every time we pull it up, like Elsie's the top person. And Instagram, right, that comes up, like, no matter what. Like, you got to train me on that, by the way, Elsie. You got to train me on that. But just from that energy that he puts out there, it's like luxurious. So when those people get in front of you guys, so I don't want anybody to be like, oh, well, we're not in front of Omni and nothing like that, so we can't do business. We're doing the same thing in Allen, McKinney, and Plano with the AMP Fitness thing. It's not as luxurious as the Omni, but we are top-notch thinkers. We are top-notch visualizers. We're the top-notch people that have the vision of where we're going and making sure people are in that environment. And I made sure to put my team in an environment of sideliners who are like, you know, beast moding it. Like, you know, who are like Nicola Graham, who just she got a global expansion team. She just got a 3-stone pen and a 5-stone pen. So making sure my team is around the top-notch environment to help them, and you know, I know they do that with sidelines as well. So so it's not just the Omni. You know, we are the environment at the end of the day. But I was just saying, you know, I don't want that to stop anybody because they're not in this particular zip code.
Exactly. Awesome, good stuff. Brandon, go.
Okay, guys. So I wrote a few notes down. So I want you guys to know, monkey see, monkey do. Like everything that we're planning out and everything that we're doing, I want to believe what Glenn is saying. I want to entrust him in his vision for us. Okay, so I want to ask you, think of what you're worth. Okay, think of the highest thing that you're worth. So reach that peak in your mindset right now. Are you worth the Omni? Are you worth 5 stars? Are you worth the VIP? Are you worth the president's suite? So think of that. Can you vision it? Can you think about it? Can you believe that sight? If you can believe it and you can say it in your thoughts and you can write it on paper, it exists. And that's your reality. Okay? So if you can see yourself as number 1 in Herbalife, write it down. And write it down right now. Okay? Because I want you to know every thought is your reality. Because guess what? As Glenn's speaking it, there's that guy on the shoulder saying you can't do it. And then there are other guys saying you can do it. Which one are you going to believe? Which one are you going to trust? Okay? Either way, you're right. All it is a little bit more love and a little bit more care, a little bit more people. That's it. So, Morgan, I want you to buy into that vision. 25 people at Extravaganza. Think of this. Think of 5 active world teams. You'll have 25. Think 5, it's smaller. It's just active world team. It's not that big. But think big, because guess what? When you believe, I'll believe. And when I believe, Alcee will believe. And when Alcee believes, the team believes. I need you to know that. It comes from my heart. I love you guys. I need you to know that because I'm going to do it. And I'm going to fight for it. And I want you guys to back me up. I'll back you up. Okay? Just like that. Cool? And so, like, I want you guys to know, I want you to believe that. Just push for it. Especially you, Morgan. You already got it. It's already in the books. Because if you believe it, everybody's going to believe it. And they're going to do it for you. You just got to aim for your 25 first line, not 25 in the team. Okay? So hunt for it. Go for it. It's only 25 clients. How many you got in that freaking, oh my gosh, the big mega team? Come on. That's not even a fourth of them. So write it out and put it everywhere. Meditate to it. Remember, get team. When you were saying 17K, 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 18K, 18K, just do that for this and you'll have that volume. You'll have that volume. It's a small number anyways. Okay? So I'm going to do it. I will do it. I can do it. And that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. And as a team, as a unit, we all just rally behind each other. As I do it, you do it. As you do it, I do it. That's all I feed off of y'all anyways. When Alcee goes live, I get hyped up and I go, okay, I got to go live. Vice versa. I know if he sees me live, he's like, let's go. Let's power up. And so just believe in yourself like I believe in you. So it comes back. Think of what your team is worth. Not what you're worth, because you might not be able to vision that. You might not be able to believe it. But what Morgan, for you to be an example, what is Sam worth? What is your mom worth? What is Alcee worth? What is each individual on this call tonight worth? Are they worth the 25 team members? So allow them to get it through your belief. If you say you can do it, they'll do it. They're already there with you. Okay? So I'm going to believe like you'll believe, because I rally behind you with all my heart. Okay? That's it.
Very good. Well said. Well said. It's so true. The monkey see, monkey do. People feed off one another. It's no different than dance fit camps. The energy breeds energy. Success breeds success. Momentum breeds momentum. Belief breeds belief. So they're going to follow you. It's like dominoes. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, hey, I threw out the 20. The number could be whatever number, but the 25 is an attainable number. If the promise is clear enough, the price is easy to pay. So that's why I threw out the $1 million deal. If you're going to get $1 million bonus on the stage for the next 110 days of work, would you have 25 people? That's the scenario. Now the tricky part where you trick your brain is when everybody says, of course, I'd have 25 people for $1 million and getting the diamond medallion on stage and all that. I'll change my entire routine. I will work 22 hours a day and take naps during the day. I'll take little 10-minute power naps. You know what I'm saying? I will reprioritize everything for the next 110 days for $1 million. That's where you got to trick your brain to get you to push your championship mode buttons, so to speak, to push yourself to the next level of thinking, because it starts with your thoughts, what you believe, what you see. If you don't think it and you don't see it, or excuse me, if you don't believe it, then you won't see it. So that's why you got to throw scenarios out there like that Because guess what? You get 25 people there, the $1 million is yours. Because there will be a few of those people that get to the president's team. The question is, is that something that you desire? If you were getting real, is that something you desire? Do you want to get this over with fast? And I don't mean over with, but what I'm saying is, do you want to get the money deal over with? Meaning,
that's good.
Where money's not holding you back from life. Money only provides you more choices and freedoms and all that good stuff. But inside of Herbalife, you become a superstar because of your position and your rank, and you explode, and everybody's like, now you're a superstar because everybody wants a piece of you. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? Oh my God, you're so inspirational. Oh this, oh that. Hey, those adulations, they aren't bad either. You can't put a price tag on that. Recognition, appreciation, people having gratitude for you of how you affected them and changed their life. Those are all the side benefits in Herbalife of being a superstar. Garen goes to do these trainings. They don't pay him for it monetarily, but trust me, he gets paid for it in his soul to give to people, to inspire people. It is one heck of a feeling to leave people so inspired that they go out and do the actions to change their life and the people's lives around them. That's a powerful deal when you're that conduit to that. When you're the person that facilitated that cause and effect. You guys got me on that? So there's so much more than just the money. But if you guys work like you've never worked the next 110 days, you get 20. I'm just saying you can have 25 people there. If you believe in that and if you work on that, listen, next year we're not having the extravaganza in Houston. You understand? I don't know where it's going to be, but it ain't going to be in Houston, and it ain't going to be in Dallas, and it ain't going to be in Shreveport. So I'm assuming it'll be further away. Who knows where it'll be? Could be in Atlanta. I don't know, but Atlanta's further than Houston. Houston's our own backyard. So that's why I'm saying now's the time to put the foot on the gas for the next 100 days and fill that stadium. You guys got me? Y'all got one shot at it. So let's make that happen. Agreed? Yes, agreed. So like Earl was saying, Sharon got her first cut of active supervisor. So proud of Sharon. So proud of Sharon. Yes, yes, yes. That's a big deal, baby. We're so proud and happy for you. And of course, Ren just qualified, fully qualified supervisor. So happy for Ren. Yes. Y'all keep in mind, the supervisor position is the gateway to the marketing plan. It opens up all the different income earning possibilities. That's where life begins in Herbalife. It's the supervisor position. Keep that in mind, okay? Of course, Morgan, first cut of Get Team. And listen, and we have an old, I don't want to say old, but we have I guess it is old, an old mantra inside of Herbalife. Once you're in cuts for something, like cuts for active supervisor, cuts for DAP, cuts for Get Team, cuts for active world team, whatever. When you're in cuts, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's 4 words. It's 4 words. You want to know what the 4 words are? We don't miss cuts.
Oh, Glenn, speaking of cuts.
We don't miss cuts. We don't miss cuts. We don't miss cuts.
Glenn, we got one more. I'm sorry. I just remembered Celeste got her first cut last month.
Of what?
DAP plan.
Of DAP?
Yeah. And she has seen consultant.
Oh, she up at the top left? Celeste over here?
Yeah, Celeste, yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, I was fixing to ask if there was other, I know there's other people that got some stuff. Congratulations, Celeste.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So y'all get that in your notes, because this is something, isn't this something for you, but this is also something to teach in the future? We don't miss cuts. What's the WDMC? WDMC.
We don't miss cuts.
WDMC, WAE, Ahuna.
Hey.
We all eat, baby.
Let's go!
We all eat when we don't miss cuts. WDMC.
That's funny.
Wow. Yes. So y'all keep that in mind. And that's the magic, by the way, Mark Hughes, when he used to teach this, they put this together for a reason. 3 months GAT team, 3 months millionaire team, 3 months president's team, now 3 months DAP, 3 months of or the active supervisor is 3 months. Is active supervisor? Yeah, 3 months. And then you got active world team, 4 months, all that stuff. There is a reason. And Mark Hughes explained this live and in person in his meetings. He said the reason that we do that is so y'all can, anybody can get one cut. Anybody can just get, they could get lucky or they could work hard for it. But you just get it 4 weeks, boom, and then you just, okay, let your foot off the gas, and then the whole thing crumbles. So he put it together like that so you would build a solid business that lasts forever. Consistent business, solid, so it sustains itself. You guys got me? Mm-hmm. And so that's the magic of never missing cuts. That's a magic because it gets you in a routine of building that muscle, building the mental muscle, building the foundation on rock, not sand. So it lasts forever. That's what we're here for. Okay. Who else got stuff? Help me out, Louisiana team.
Terrence got his first cut, active supervisor.
Yes. Yeah. Terrence. Yes.
He got his hair down and everything. Now he got a little money now. You know what I mean? He put his hair down.
Look, he put his hair down.
He got a luxury headboard back there.
Oh man, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Hey, he took off his love badge or patch.
Uniform.
You know that love badge that he's got?
Terrence, don't let him clown you like that, man.
I just making that money, man. Hey.
That's actually a good. Hey,
I
wear a patch. That's a good patch to wear. Love. You know what I mean?
Compliments. Hey.
I accept compliments anywhere they come, man. I'm just happy to be.
When you get a nice.
Hey, Terrence, you get your hair done today?
No.
No.
Right now.
Snapchat about or the Instagram story. I thought you got your hair did today. I thought you did it. I really did.
Terrence, don't listen to Brandon. He's just jealous. Brandon tried to.
I tried, man. I can't have it that long.
Hey, Terrence don't know this, but Brandon tried to grow his hair out, and it turned into a helmet. So it was nice braids like you and he was like, "Oh man, this plan ain't working." Because
I think it was one of the STSs and Glenn. No, it was the LDW. He came out to me and he said, "Your hair." I think he thought it looked bad at the time. I think he was trying to give me a hint, man. I'm telling you, it was.
He was self-conscious. He says, "Yeah, it's in one of those phases right now."
It was bad.
That awkward phase.
It was really bad.
Anyway, so that's all. Who else got stuff?
Hey, well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys at LDW in Dallas. I'm going to be there, and I'm hoping to see all you guys. I'll be there on the 13th, and I will be there at LDW in Dallas. I want to see all you guys there.
Boy.
Wait, well, a lot of y'all don't know.
Sam.
Sam's in San Diego, so that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Sam's in San Diego.
I'm flying out.
That's good, man.
Be there late Friday night.
That's a big deal.
Hey, you know what Mark Hughes used to teach, so here's some good news for Sam, is those that come in the furthest are the ones that end up getting the most from the training. Because they're the ones that make the biggest sacrifice, flying the furthest, driving the furthest, whatever. Mark Hughes used to teach that. And so, yeah, that's obviously another thing, event to event, all the way to extravaganza. So load up these events, get your people, get people's tickets, get arrangements made for all the people attending the LDW. It's going to be powerful, guys. It's going to be powerful. And very excited for you to be there as well, Sam. Fantastic. Alcy, what you got, baby? I know everybody wants to. Oh, by the way, Alcy, what's that?
What's happening?
What's that? You know what that is? That's 1, 2, number 3. Alcy was number 3.
Oh, he was
in the organization.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
That was amazing, buddy.
That's a big deal. I love seeing your name up there.
Cool, man.
Love seeing your name up there. You know what I would really love? don't tell anybody though. Can y'all keep a secret?
Yeah.
I know y'all can. I would really like, let me whisper it. I would really like it, Alcee, if you could beat Cody this month.
Woo! Let's go. No doubt.
Why
You
you gonna
see me
let Cody
creeping?
beat you like that?
You see me creeping, man. You know, hey, love, man. Love comes slow motion, but it come hard. You know what I'm talking about? And it
Yes, I
sticks.
do.
So, that's what I'm going with.
That's awesome. You know
Hey.
I'm playing with you though, but I'm totally playing, but I do want to see you number one.
No doubt. I want to see me number one, baby.
Yeah.
Chairman's Club. I wrote it down when Brandon was talking. I will be Chairman's Club. When I first signed up and I learned what it was, I was like talking to Bob and Morgan and a few more people. He was like, President's team. I was like, nah, Chairman's Club. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, really. And I'm sticking with that. And as you can see, that's what I'm working to.
Boom.
And so I just wanted to share something with you guys that I read, and that it seeped in, and that's my motto, and that's what I live by every single day. I wrote it down right here. The key to becoming an effective leader is not to focus on making other people follow, but on making yourself the kind of person they want to follow.
Yes.
And so every day, man, I'm just doing me, and I'm visualizing the people that that's going to have people to follow them. I'm not even worried about me. I don't care about me. It's not about me. It's about them. It's about the people I haven't met yet. It's about the people in the gym that stare at me but haven't had the courage to say something yet. And I just visualize them saying something. And when they say something, it's over with, because I'm going to give them all my love, all my affection, all my heart, because that's all I got for them. And they get the products too, But love sticks, you know what I'm saying? And philosophy sticks, and changing somebody's lives forever sticks, and that's what I'm working on, just having something that stick, And what I do is I call it speak life, and I'm looking for a better term because I don't like that. But when I get these distributors, these business builders, I hate the word distributors, these business builders, I just let them know what I see for them. Like when Rocky signed up and she was, going through like work battles and stuff like that, like she had a rocky way here. Like that's why I call her Rocky Body. Like she had a rocky way here. And I was like, don't trip. Because I see you at Extravaganza with 5 distributors, world team, about to be active world team. It's like, okay. And she texts me that day. She was like, I don't know how I was going to do it, but I just know I was going to do it. And she has Amanda on the call, her first month of being a business builder. She got Amanda to be a business builder, and she just working on more people. And that's all that matters to me. I don't matter. I don't matter. They matter. And so that's what I'm going with, and I'm rocking and rolling with it, and that's what we all need to do that, as a leader of your business, like just take, like it's hard, when money low and stuff like that. I asked myself one day, like, why do I keep having money issues? And I was thinking, I'm like, money is paper. Paper can be burned. Paper can be balled up. And I was like, just stop caring about money. If you don't have it, you don't have it. It's not meant for you to have it. And I was like, so what can I do to touch somebody? And I meditated, like Glenn said, and it was like, love. That's all I do. I love everybody. I don't care who you are. And my voice is cracking because I just love people, man. Like that always been my thing. Not money, like volume points. That's cool. Great, thank you. I did it. It wasn't me, it was them. But I'm just like focused on loving them even harder. Like, cause when they up there, I just want to take their picture, Like, look what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I hit Get Team, like, I'm going to shut the whole thing down. Because, like, I'm not going up there by myself. They're coming up there. And they're going to talk. And they're going to speak. Because I want to build leaders that love other people. Because that's what sticks. That's what trickle down. That's what's going to trickle down. Love trickle down. Points go in and out. Money go in and out. You know, no disrespect to the points. That's just my philosophy. You know what I'm saying? The whole team, I'm telling you, like, they say LC Crocker, get team, 2.5 present team. Everybody, let's go to the stage. I'm not playing. We all come. We all going. We gonna be up there, man. I'm passing the mic to everybody. Get you. Get you. Get you. Tell them what you did. Tell them how you feel. Tell them what you overcame. Like, this business is for people that's broken. You know what I'm saying? And you love them and you fix them with love. And they just happen to get the products and love that too. And they change their life forever. Like, this business is full of people that's broken. That's why it's so many stories. This is a broken-hearted business that fix it.
Mm.
So you gotta become that person that fix it. So if you broke, guess what? Fix it with these products, with these cars, with your team. Like, fix it. Like, don't tell me the problem without giving me the solution. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear the solution first, matter of fact, then tell me the issue.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fix it, because there's somebody else out there going through what you going through, went through what you went through, and they need to hear you say that you fixed it and this is how you did it. That's when you blow up.
Yeah.
That's when it sticks. That's when it's easy. Too easy.
Yeah.
I don't have the Treasure Club, never had it. I got a heartbeat though. I got a smile. I got a hug. I got a high five. I got a compliment that's going to bring confidence, and that confidence is going to bring more compliments. Triple C's. You know? That's all I got for you. Over and over and over and over. So my biggest thing is, like, fix it and then help somebody else do it. And that's it.
That's awesome, man.
Drop the mic.
Congratulations. I tell you what, Alcee, Mark Hughes would be proud of you. Mark Hughes was obviously known for, he loved his people. He loved this company. He loved his distributors. He loved his president's team. He loved everybody. After an extravaganza, we'd go have pictures with him, qualifying pictures, people that qualified. So happy that we always qualified, and we got the pictures in the frames upstairs. But after a long extravaganza on a Saturday night, he would be in there taking pictures. There would be a line. There would literally be 2,000 people in the line that qualified or more, but just to give you an idea. And he would sit there, every single one that come up, take a picture. He'd look them in the eye, shake their hand, smile with that love, you know, and people just, I mean, y'all wonder why Herbalife is still here? It's because of that. That's what kept Herbalife. Because what Alcee says, love sticks. And Mark Hughes loved everybody, and that's why everybody loved Mark Hughes. I'm just telling you, Mr. Crocker, Mr. Hughes will be very proud of you. Mm-hmm. Keep it up, baby. Keep spreading the love. Keep perpetuating it, and let's all be that example. So if anybody else ain't got nothing, we out. Is everybody good?
One more thing, just to finish off. Because Karen got her DAP, her first cut. So I just wanted to recognize.
Yes.
Karen got first cut DAP. So I know if she's watching on the internet later, congratulations, Karen.
Yes.
And lost about 100 and how many pounds?
Ooh,
20 pounds.
Swinging and flipping.
120. Wow. Unbelievable.
That's just swinging and flipping.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys.
Swinging and flipping.
Hey, y'all keep in mind, just a friendly reminder, on the NCL page, y'all have been doing very good on fireworks, commenting, clicking the love button, not the like button. You can always tell who's on our calls because you only see hearts. People that aren't on our calls, they're clicking the like button. You know what I mean? So y'all keep clicking that love button. Keep putting up the comments, because when we post stuff, remember, your people, they're only going to get a certain percentage as excited as you are. So part of that page is creating excitement, creating engagement. And if you're engaged and you're loving the stuff, commenting on the stuff, flames, whatever, whether it's an announcement or whether it's a video, but if we post something that's cool and there's 4 or 5 love buttons and that's it, hey, that ain't it, because there's 18 people on this call. There should be at least 18 every single time, minimum. You follow me? So y'all stay on top of that, because I'm just going to say this. It's the little subtle things that make the biggest difference in how your business turns out. The little daily disciplines is what Jim Rohn says. So y'all just stay on top of that.
Glenn.
And let's blow this thing up this month. Yes, who's
Glenn,
that?
hold up. Yeah, I want to add something that I really noticed about what you just mentioned. NCL definitely requirement, number one thing to make sure we are putting fireworks on. But pay attention, success leaves clues. You look at the leadership board, and if you pay attention to the person that's always the first to comment, always the first to like, always the first to love, it's that beautiful couple, Morgan and Elsie, right? So pay attention to that, success leaves clues. But that's not just on NCL priority. Like, you busy, like NCL, we need to be on that all the time, loving like. But outside of these Facebook feeds, Elsie is always – I do it as much as I can. Like, I can't catch everybody's. I'm busy as well. But, like, you pay attention. Like, they're commenting on everybody. If they seen you on this call and they're friends with you, they're commenting, they love them. Energy goes where energy flows. It's not just a algorithm thing. Trust me. It's not just an algorithm. It's actually energy that's flowing. Like, that's why as much as possible, if I see them posting something positive and or I see Sam posting something, I'm liking and I'm loving if I see it on my feed. And we all need to do the same thing, because we put more energy. We make everything look more attractive to the marketplace. So, let's get that, keep that going. That's one to add on that. That's it.
All right, family of champions. Hey,
I got one last thing
in April. We got to do better in April than when? Than March. First month of the first quarter, the next 100 days to securing your financial future. Let's get it, baby.
Hey, I think CJ trying to say something.
CJ got something. CJ got something.